All right, this is Module 2, Lesson 10, second try. First time was interrupted. Here's an example we did in class. All right, I believe you have 1B, so I'm going to do 1A. First thing we're going to do is estimate. Going around the 53 to a 50 and the 1 2/10 to a 1. So our answer should be close to 50. Now you can see up here that we said now we're going to call it 12/10. So we're going to treat this like a regular problem without decimals. So we're going to set up the area model. You're going to do it freehand because it's a lot easier that way. All right, so on the top of this, we're going to break up the 12. So we have a 10. Sorry, I'm cutting it close here, and a 2. So down this way, we're going to be multiplying times 2. And down this way, we're going to be multiplying times 10. This is why I color-coded so that you can see where they're coming from. Now over here, we have 53. So we're going to put the 3 here. And we'll do an orange. That's too close. We do a pink for the 50. So we're going to do 50 on this. And a 3 across this way. So when we multiply 3 times 10, we know it's 30. And we know that 3 times 2 equals 6. When we add those two together, we get 36. This is our first partial product. Now, I want you to see in the algorithm that what we're doing is 3 times 2 is 6. Then we do 3 times 3. 3 times 1 is 3. Or 10 times 3 is 30. So we have 36. Next up, we're going to do the bottom numbers. So we have 500 and we have 100. We add those up. Hopefully you can see real quick that that would be 600. So over here, we're going to do 50 times 2, which is 100. And we're going to put the 1 here, or 5 times 2 equals 10. And we're going to put a 1 there. We're going to put a 0 here. Okay? You might be saying, well, why 2 zeros? Well, 50 times 2 is 100. These 2 zeros represent the 100. So now, our next step is to do 50 times 10, which gives us 500. Plus the 1 right there gives us 600. We add these two together, we get 636. Now again, here's my 600, here is my 36. So the area model helps us see what our two partial products are. Please remember to put this on the top, but we're not done because our answer, our estimation was 50. I know my answer can't be 636. It asks, there's 63 there. My decimal is going to go there because that's close to 50. You can think of this as 50 with an extra 0. Another way of thinking of it, as we did in class, is now we're going to divide it by 10. Because it is 636 tenths, it becomes 36 6/10. Everything shifts 1 to the right. All right, let's go to the next one. This time, we are going to do the estimation and use a standard algorithm. So we're not going to use the area model. If you want to use the area model, go ahead, use the area model. You're going to do 2a, so I'm going to do 2b, or not to be. All right, so I'm going to round this to 70 and round this to 6 and round it up to both of them so that I know my estimation is going to be greater. And 7 times 6 is 42 with 1 0. So my answer should be 420 and 0 tenths. Or close. That's my estimation. So now I'm going to actually do the algorithm, and this time I'm not going to be doing the area model, but if you want to do the area model, do it on the side right here. You can do it over here if you want. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to show you with the standard algorithm. I'm going to do 8 times 5 is 40. Sorry, I was getting ahead of myself. Let me even get closer here. So now I have 40. Everyone sees the 40, I hope. My next step is to do 5 times 5, which is 25, plus the 4 gives me 29. So you might ask, why 29? It's because 5 times 5 plus 4. So we do 5 times 5 first, and then we add the 4. That's our 29. Now I'm going to do 60 times 8. And that's going to give me 48 with the 0 behind it. I'm not going to show you the 4 because I'm going to put the 4 over here. It's 480 basically. Okay, so 60 times 8 will give me 480. So I'm going to put the 4 right here in the tens place. And now I'm going to multiply 6 times 5. And then I'm going to add the 4. So 6 times 5. And then I'm going to add the 400. So we're doing 550 times 60. And that's 3. Nope. That's 3,000. Plus 4 gives me 34,000. Or 3,400, excuse me. All right, so now we're going to add these two together. And that means I have 5 minutes before my lunch is over. All right, so now my answer is 3,770, but our estimation was 420. So I know my decimal is going to go right here. How do I know that? Because I'm going to divide this by 10. Well, actually, let me write it down. So this is tenths. So if I want to get this, I'm going to divide it by 10. And that's going to give me 377 and 0 tenths. 377 is close. It's about 323, 43 away from 420, so it's not too bad. So that's my final answer. All right, and then again, you do the same thing here. Here on this one, we did something similar to this in class. We can round this to 20 and this to 20, and that's going to give me 400. All right, so now I'm going to set it up times 17. Six times 7 is 42. Seems to be a pattern here. And then we have 7 times 5 is 35 plus 4 is 39. So now I have 7 times 1 is 7 plus 3 is 10. Now you don't have to draw these lines here, the circles, excuse me. All right, now we go down to the hundreds, or the tenths, So I know that's going to be there. And since I'm multiplying times 10, it's just 1,560. I add those together. And I get 2,652. Now I rounded up on both of mine, so I know my answer would be less, but I want you to see that we know our answer should be 265 and 2/10. We have 3 digits here, 3 digits here. In actuality, we're less than 200 away. We're only 135 away from 400, or less than that because we have 2/10. All right, so on this one, I'm not going to have time to finish it. 70 times 2, our estimation is 440. Don't forget there will be tenths, so we're going to leave the tenths there. All right, I know I didn't give you a lot of time, and I have to go to pick you guys up, or pick the students up. So that's all I can give you. Bonus word. I'm eating my chips, so I'll put chips. Don't forget the